Have you ever been to a building like this one that has stained glass windows? When the sun comes through the windows, it sprays colorful light across the whole room. Most of the time, you'll find stained glass windows in churches and cathedrals, as we'll learn about today, but you might have stained glass windows in your house, or maybe you've seen them in other buildings. In today's lesson, we will learn how to draw a rose window. A rose window is a large circular stained glass window in the shape of a flower. It's at the front of the cathedral and it's located up on top of the cathedral so that when people look at it, they're looking up toward the heavens. Start with a circle in the middle of your paper. Don't make your circle any bigger than the size of a quarter. So about that big. We are going to grow this out to the edges of the paper. So don't start with a circle that's too big. Then add 5 petal shapes to it. So I'm making a curved line around that circle. And the reason that rose windows all had 5 petals is because roses, wild roses, have 5 petals. Sometimes you might see roses in a garden with a lot more than 5 petals, but there's a lot of variety of roses. And the ones that inspired these windows had 5 petals only. And then I'm making a circle around that flower shape. And I'm using a marker to draw this because I will add color later. You could use crayon or colored pencil or markers. And the marker will not smudge when I color with my colors later. So that's why I'm using a marker first. The marker lines are going to be like the metal lines, the metal bars that hold the glass together on these windows. After you have your circle, make some lines all about the same size. And we're going to make them around the circle, but we're going to have a method to it. So I made one on top, and then I'm going to make one on the bottom. So it's like there's an imaginary line cutting this in half. They're about the same size. I'm going to make one on the right and left. And then I will add lines that are in between those. Try to make these about the same size, same length. If you have a ruler or something to measure with to do this, you could use that tool, but I'm going to freehand it. And then what I'm going to do is add one more line in between. So I found the middle, drew the line, trying to make it look like it would be a curved line. So if I need to make some lines longer, I will. So I'm finding the spot in the middle on the curved line and drawing my straight line going out. And then my next step is to make some bumps, some curves that connect the ends of these lines. So all the way around. So now it looks like one very big flower. It's all look like petals. And one common design that you will see on rose windows is a pattern of circles going around the outside. So I'm going to turn this curved line I made into a circle on every single one. So that could be just making a bumpy line going around, but sort of on the inside. It's okay if they don't look exactly like circles. Some of them might look more like a football shape, and that's okay. the last step, I'm going to make another circle going around it. And I'm going to color all of that in with a black, either crayon or colored pencil, whatever I decide to color this in with. You could add more lines if you want to. You could add lines that connect the bottom of the circle back toward the center to make it look a little more like sunshine, I guess. It kind of looks like the rays of the sun going toward the outside. You can add patterns inside of these little circles. You could color some of these parts in black, or you could color them in with regular colors. On some rose windows, they have pictures of faces inside of these circles, and since these rose windows usually go on a Catholic church, the faces would be pictures of the saints of the church, but you could draw whatever you want to inside of these. And then when you are finished drawing, you can color it in. I'm not going to press very hard with my colored pencil. I'm coloring kind of light because the last thing I'm going to do with my rose window drawing is put it on the window. You can tape it to your window and it will let the light through and your picture will kind of look like it's glowing. The light from the outside will go through the color on your paper and just look really nice and beautiful, especially right now with winter time. The snow is reflecting a lot of the light, so it's very bright outside, and that'll help make your rose window drawing just really pop if you tape this to a window.